Peace, peace. Welcome to Spears and Mics, where we talk about hip hop culture, knowledge, and the streets. We got a special brother, a special guest with us here today. You know what I'm saying? By the name of Dollar Bell from the Peacemakers, and he's also our Zulu brother. You know what I'm saying? So peace, honor, and love to our brother Dollar Bell. You know what I'm saying? Much respect for real. Dollar Bell, can you tell us about, where you grew up at, what it was like in the early days for you, you know what I'm saying? Some of your history.
Oh, all right. It all started for me on Bryan Avenue and Alder Street.
Mm,
We had the park across the street with the pool, was the Black Spades rent. The Black Spades held that down
okay.
back in that time. You
No
know,
doubt.
I wound up becoming a Black Spade because I
Mm,
lived on the block. I went through the line, I got beat down, made it to the other end. You
mm,
know, from there, we moved to Vice Avenue and Westchester, which left me close to the Boys and Girls Club.
mm.
Now, by going to the Boys and Girls Club is how I met Prince, a couple other peacemakers, and I started hanging around them.
Mm.
You know, at that time they had already had the peace treaty.
Whole
All
Avenue
right,
Peace Treaty.
all right. Now that was put together by the Ghetto Brothers and the Peacemakers. A lot of people leave out the Peacemakers, but we the ones that had the Boys and Girls Club.
Mm,
That was our home
okay.
because they lived on 175th. I mean, yeah, 175th between Hoe Avenue and Bryant. They had the
Mm,
clubhouse right down there. At the time, the president name was Mr. Robert Williams.
mm.
All right,
On it.
so he's the real founder and the CEO that put all this together with the peacemakers in 1971.
Mm,
Before they were the peacemakers, they were known as the Bridge Boys.
mm.
All right. Now, reason why they were called the Bridge Boys, because you know the bridge to go cross the bridge to go get the Bronx River,
Mm-hmm.
they was on the other side of it.
Mm,
So you had to
mm.
go through them. They used to stop trucks, bust open the back, throw stuff out. They didn't want to
Mm,
pay they didn't want to pay the homage. This is what went down. Your
right.
back got busted over, throwing out all those kids and everybody else that was around. We be waiting. They make that happen. We snatched it up, hit the block,
The
diddy it
Bridge
up.
Boys. Right.
They were known as the Bridge Boys first. So
That's a crazy name.
When Black Benji got killed, our leader then, Mr. Robert Williams, went home and was like, something got to change.
Mm,
Something has to change. You know what I'm saying? So he started reading the Bible, and he came into the Bible, Mark 5, where it say, they shall be called the peacemakers, the children of God.
mm.
For
That's deep.
they will inherit the land.
Mm,
So from that line right in there, he renamed the whole organization the Peacemakers.
mm,
Now us and the Black Spades have been like this for
mm,
eons.
mm,
And the Ghetto Brothers. We got a jacket that says Ghetto Brothers Peacemakers.
mm.
All right. You got spade and makers. You got spade makers. Dudes that
Word.
spades and peacemakers.
That's a fact.
You
I've seen
know?
it.
So
I've
yeah.
seen
So
it.
you know, we family with Chingalings, Savage Nomans, Savage Skulls. Well, you name them from back in the days, we have a brotherhood with them.
No
You
doubt.
know? So 5 years ago, Mr. Robert Williams was going through some complications and everything. So he had the family do a vote. They voted me in as the president. So for the past 4 years and a half, I've been the president of the Peacemakers. Still with
That's
his
dope.
vision, still with his drive, still with everything that he said he wanted to happen, and nothing has changed. We're doing pantries. I Am My Community with K-Born
Mm-hmm.
is also a peacemaker. So we be over there on Evelyn Place. Every Wednesday we give out food. Every
That's
Wednesday,
dope.
like clockwork.
That's
All
dope.
right. We have BME, Big Man Entertainment, also peacemakers. Another arm of the peacemakers out in Brooklyn. You know, he's the fashion designer, this and that and the third. Then we
Mm-hmm.
have Maria Prada, a Prada introduction. She's over there in 149. She's a peacemaker queen. She's also any event that she does, also it means it's a peacemaker event.
Yes, sir.
You know, we got Boo Black, Don Too Real. He's a peacemaker. Anything that he does and this and that, it's part of the peacemaker. It's a circle. All right. KL Rockwell, that's with the Rough Riders. He helps run the legendary beat makers of the peacemakers. And
Mm.
and in that chapter we got just DJs, artists. You have to be a performer or something to be down with the legendaries. You know what
No
I'm saying?
doubt.
If you just a regular member, you can't be down with that because
No
you,
doubt.
you you don't make no beats. So what are
Mm-hmm.
you doing there?
Right, right, right.
You understand?
Overs
So it's a
yes,
reason
sir.
why it was named that. You
Right.
know, we got DJ Blaze, DJ Wright, we got DJ Jerry D, we got a whole bunch of DJs. Throwback, we got like 15, 20 different DJs.
A lot of
You
talent in the
understand?
peacemakers. A lot of
Yeah.
talent.
And we got artists and everything like that. But our main thing is trying to make a difference in the community.
Yes, sir.
You know, and that's what Mr. Robert Williams wanted us to do. He wanted us to go out there. Like now we in Bronx River. I'm back home.
No doubt. No
I'm
doubt.
working inside Bronx River now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We're doing things inside there. The old Boys and Girls Club on 174th Street. We
Mm.
ain't doing as much as we want in there because it's no longer the Boys and Girls Club. Some other people bought it now. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's a whole new different thing. They
Mm-hmm.
really we sat down and the president of the place was real honest. He was like, we ain't trying to have our image known as a gang. I went, but we're not a gang. We're an
Right.
organization.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? Yes, we have vessels.
Right.
I said, we wear that to represent those that was before us, those that paved the way, our elders. Because once you forget your elders, then your future is not don't look too bright.
Right.
Because you got to hold on to the path so you know how to continue to move forward.
Yes,
So
indeed.
so we have OPM, the original peacemakers. These are all the old timers. All right. They stand behind me. They got my back. They go, listen, Pop said you, we stand behind you. Regardless of what, okay, you younger than us, you was one of the young kids, we used to slap upside the head and send to the store. But now those days is over with. Now you one of the brothers, you a leader. And we're gonna follow you because he asked us to follow you. So right now, you know, I was going in and out of the hospital because I do dialysis, you know, by the grace of God and everything now. You know what I'm saying? I'm healthy, I'm strong again, doing a lot of stuff now. You know, we got an event coming up March 28th. I'm also down with the NYCHA. We're forming all the NYCHAs together.
Okay.
So we can go to Albany, write a bill, make it a law, so that this way you live in night, so you ain't just gonna get a ticket that says, "Oh yeah, we know what's wrong with your apartment," and don't nobody show up for 6, 8 months.
Mm.
You know, understand what I'm saying? So
Right,
so
right.
these are one of the projects that I'm already in. You know, we don't sat down with these lawyers downtown at Pine Street. They talking about help sponsoring us. And like we
That's
heard a
what's
lot
up.
of stuff that y'all doing, and y'all doing it on your own. Yeah, we ain't got nobody sponsoring us. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like this. I've really been scared to play with our 5013 because
I
I
hear you.
notice a lot of things that happen when people use their 5013. You know, you get money from somebody else and they give you this amount, and then when they write down on their joint, they wrote down that they gave you more than that.
Mhm. Yeah, you gotta be
So
careful
now,
with all of that.
so now when you go put in your paperwork, say that this is what I received, da 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 da, then they come back and say, hey, wait a minute. But these people say they gave you this. So what happened to the
Mm-hmm.
other 8,000? What happened to the other 5,000?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no records for that. I got records for this, that, for everything else. You know,
Right,
even
right.
when we spend our own money, I got our paperwork I read because we pay out. We don't really pay no taxes, but we got a lawyer, we got a tax firm that we go to that they make sure everything is correct, so our 501 stays correct. You know, so when we go to
No doubt.
IRS, you get your EIN number, keep all of that, so everything stays straight. So that's what I also has been on top of. And that's how
Mm-hmm.
he started me. He started me going doing all these paperworks, get my name on it. And then once he seen that my name was on it, then he said, I'm gonna step down and I'm just gonna be the CEO and founder. So we
Mm-hmm.
gonna well then who's gonna be the president? I'm naming all these other brothers. And he started
Mm-hmm.
laughing. He said, now why would I want to put this in their hands? What have they done? He went, what? Tell me, what have they done? That I'm supposed to put this organization in their hands. So I'm like, well, beloved, who you gonna put it in? Your son? He like, my son ain't doing what's right.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
No doubt.
I'm giving it to you. I went, oh no, you about to start something. Don't do that to me. I'm like, no,
Mm.
don't. I begged him.
Mm.
He said, well, we're gonna do this. We're gonna have a vote. And if the family feels what I'm saying is right, you're gonna be the president.
Mm.
So they did a vote. And I came out on top.
Big
And
respect for that.
and I've been the president ever since.
I see the
You know,
flag in the background. I see the flag in the background right there. That's
there you
huge.
go. This is the original flag there, because if you see the bottom of it, it got the
Right.
Savage Makers,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? They got the real Fun City and all like that with Lele and everything, Curtis Blow and all them Chapter 10, Melly Mel and all of them Savage Makers. All right, before they made records, they were peacemakers.
Mm.
Okay, just to let you know. And if you go to Curtis Blow gonna tell you about chapter 10.
Mm.
You know what
That's
I'm
what's up.
saying? You know what I'm saying? So he comes to our reunions and stuff like that. Melly Mel does too, because they
No
always gonna
doubt.
remember, you know what I'm saying? That's where they started from.
Right.
That's you can never forget your beginning.
Right.
You know,
Right.
even though they are who they are, they do what they do. We treat them like regular members. You got some funds to give up, give it up. But
No doubt.
we're not coming to you begging you because you're a celebrity. You don't done this, make records and this and that, and we're gonna get on your coattail. That's never been it.
No doubt.
You a
No doubt.
member, we don't force no members to do anything.
No
All we
doubt.
ask is that you make 3 events through the year and you come to more than 3 meetings through the year. That's all we ask.
No doubt.
And that you come and pay your dues. As Robert Williams said, we can't force nobody. And if we have to force somebody, they don't belong to be a peacemaker.
Well said. Well
You know what I'm
said. Real
saying?
shit.
So everything should be from your heart. When we do our things, our events, it be coming out of our pockets. They
Right.
come from our hearts. Our book
Mm-hmm.
bag drives and all that and stuff. We give out toys. We've been to the battered women's shelter with children. We went there with some music. We got the DJs. We came in with the music, came in with food, and we gave every kid in there a toy.
Mm.
Some of them got two because we had extras. So some of them got two toys. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to do our best to help the community. As I said, our motto is make a difference.
No doubt.
That's
P,
it.
you got any questions for the brother Dollar Bill?
Um, that's you. Can you talk a little bit about when you first came across the Zulu Nation and how you got involved with them? What was your
When
first?
I first came across Zulu Nation,
Yeah.
all right, I first came across Zulu Nation by Silver Dollar and Prince Divine. All right.
Mm.
We all lived up there by University, 176th Street, 174th Street. We were all brothers up there. We was already hanging out. You know how I was, drinking beer, smoking our little weed, except for Silver Dollar. Silver Dollar was the family man. All right. Silver Dollar came with us, and when we went to Bronx River and stuff like that, Silver Dollar was with us. But when we went to other stuff, everything, it was me, Prince Divine, and the brother Jay, plus our other members that we had at the time. You know what I'm saying? Zip, Angel, Rock, Deb, Outlaw. You know what I'm saying? We had some crazy members. And that's why chapter 13 made the noise that it made. I was the warlord. I was made warlord, you know, by the blessings of Prince Divine and Silver Dollar. They made me the warlord. So then after that, you could say a year and a half, we was running around doing what we was doing. And then the next thing you know, we had to go to a meeting, Bronx River. They had just came back. We would no longer be known as Zulu Nation. They changed everything to the Universal Zulu Nation, Zulu, because they had just went around the world, which was a blessing, and made chapters all over the world. You know what I'm saying? So that was a beautiful thing. We was all proud and happy about that. You know what I'm saying? That we got other brothers in other countries that, somehow we gotta start seeing how we can reach out to them. You see, we didn't have no Instagram and Facebook and this and that. None of that was about at that time. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So some of us was lucky to be able to get some of the brothers' address and be able to write out there. You know what I'm saying? So we was doing things like that back in the days. And then, they came and said they wanted to make chapter 13 Constable Maine the security for Zulu. So we looking like, all right, bet we ain't got no problem with that. And then it was like, nah, we're gonna remove y'all. We're gonna give y'all another chapter. And that made me feel some type of way, you know. Um, I didn't want to give up my beads. I didn't want to give up nothing that said Gestapo on me. I didn't want to give. I earned it. I put
At
that
that
work
time, it
in.
was chapter 13 Gestapo, or
Yeah, Gestapo
okay,
Maine, chapter
right,
13.
right,
So I stepped off. I stepped off. I said, if you're gonna take this from us, I'm out. I'm
right.
leaving. I left. I started being where I was at over there on 183rd at the time. Fordham Road. My grandmother lived on Fordham and Marion in 194. I started going over there hanging out. Bash had in the TBB, the breaking crew,
Hmm.
because I used to run with TBB too.
Right.
You
You a
know,
b-boy. You're an original b-boy on top of
yeah,
that,
I
right? You
used
used
to
to
dance and
dance.
all that
Right. I
downtown,
seen.
all that. I
Right.
did all that. So Bash broke up TBB. Jimmy Lee, JoJo, and them came to for permission to start Rock Steady.
Hmm.
All right, London, Chino, Lil Lep, and all of them. They just started rocking New York City Breakers. Now we all in Pole Park like this, like, yo, if we get down with Rocksteady, New York City Breakers gonna say we showing them their moves. If we get down with New York City, Rocksteady gonna say we showing them their moves. So
Right.
we was sitting there in a dilemma. So we came up and made a crew called HBO, Homeboys Only,
Mm.
Pole Park. And we did more than breakdance. We had freestyle, we had salsa, we had ballerinas that got loose, that up rock on their toes, on their tippy toes. They up
That's
rock.
crazy. That's crazy.
All right. I wish we had videos to show that.
Yeah, I wish so too.
Because when I tell dudes that, they go, man, get out of here. I said, baby, I'm trying to tell you. I go, if you ever came to Pole Park, you would see it's over 300 people, 15 cars got their car on the same channel. Everybody is out there dancing, different styles. I'm like the Latin Quarters, the Devil's Nest, the Palladium, Studio 54, all that. Noel, Silent Morning, HBO. All right. Madonna, all of them, we used to go down there to their loft parties on Green Street. Sydney Lauper, Homegirl.
So y'all was hitting a lot of clubs back then.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was about.
Right.
It's about clubbing. What you know what I'm saying? The daytime we hit the block, niggas talk about get whatever you could get up for the night. Because we going downtown. We had St. James Park across the street that had the wholesale.
I know people were scared of y'all when y'all was in the club. It's like Zulu Gestapo in the building and
I'm
stuff
saying
like that.
when we never paid for anything. I'm telling you, see, when we was Zulu, now you talking XC Garage, the T Connection, and things in that nature. You know what I'm saying? But hip hop had just started. All right? Just started. Hip hop, this is the battle. Everybody battling it. Sal came and ate off of that, and then he went and opened the Fever. He said, guess what? I'm going to pay y'all to come and perform. See, when they was at the T, there you go. When they was at the T Connection and XC Garage, that was the battleground. This is where you come out and say, nigga, I'm better than you. My group is better than your group. So we going to battle. So we going to go at it. And those were the main two spots. Then you had the L Brothers, Mean Gene, Theodore, and all of them. They were the ones that started opening up the PAL. So everybody started going to the PAL. You know what I'm saying? Then Harlem World came. And niggas started going up to Harlem World. Then listen, it's Broadway International and all that. The whole rap game changed. Because now was no longer battling. Now it's about presenting a song. Talking about your neighborhood. Talking about how fly you is. My crew, this and that and the third. That's what it started to become. In the beginning. Like I ran with Busy B. I ran with Grandmaster Cavs. All right. I was around DJ Disco King Mario. You know what I'm saying? I was around Charlie Chase and Tony Tone. When we used to be over there with TBB, they'll tell you. When we used to be over there in Field Place and all that and everything over there, inside the schoolyard. Listen, I've been around. I've been blessed to be with a lot of good brothers. All right? DJ Premier lived on 183rd. Guru lived on 183rd. Slick Rick, when he first came from London, he was living on Lauren Place and Barry B's sister house. He used to be with us every day in Aqueduct Park, smoking and drinking. You don't understand what I'm saying?
Right.
We was sitting there when he wrote with that record that he wrote it really about the dude named Rodney. He robbed another and a sister and a brother. Then he robbed a DT undercover. That was Rodney. Rodney had got open. That nigga was like, this what? It's so easy sticking the nigga up. He couldn't stop.
Mm.
He stopped doing it with people. First, he started with a little crew. Then he found out he could start doing it on his own. And everything that he put in that song is true. Because he jumped into the Nova. He crashed into the tree on University, which is 183rd. Across the street, they had the dope spot, Dave. But Dave wasn't a dope fiend. Dave was the one that owned the dope spot on the top floor. So he just put it all together and said, Dave the dope fiend shooting his dope who don't know the meaning of water also. Dave was mad about that. We went, nigga, he put your name in his song. He said, yeah, but the nigga made me a dope fiend. I'm saying, listen, you the one that sold it. You was a fiend. You understand what I'm saying? And he had to find a way to break it down so that it made sense.
Right.
Didn't you bring Rodney a shotgun? He said, yes, I did. I said, all right, he put all that in there. He put all that in there. You know what I'm saying?
Peace to
From
Slug
that
Rick.
story. And we was there, the Indian joint, hey, all that. We used to hear everything firsthand from Slick Rick back in the days. Now he remember me as Army Bill, because I had just came out of the army then. You know what I'm
We're gonna
saying?
get into that.
You know, so
yo, we're gonna hit that pause. We'll hit the pause and we're gonna run a part 2 real quick. Let's hold off
okay.
1 second, brother. All right, hold on.